30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments.
The Running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb visit Chattanooga. We welcome you courtside to UTC's McKenzie Arena alongside Will Poindexter. I'm Chris Goforth. Glad to have you with us this evening. Will, Chattanooga got a little bit of a boost last week. Trey Bonham able to return to the floor to play basketball again. The two-time transfer expected to be a huge help for Chattanooga.
Yeah, temporary restraining order issued against the NCAA allowed a lot of guys across the nation to play that were deemed ineligible at the start of the year, and Trey Bonham is really going to provide Chattanooga with a spark. He's a great defender. He can really score the basketball. He's strong. He had 14 points last time out against Alabama A&M in a victory for Chattanooga. Some senior leadership definitely provided by Trey Bonham.
Gardner Webb comes into this game 5-7 overall. The Running Bulldogs, members of the Big South Conference, still looking for their first road win on the year. Chattanooga at 7-3. Mocs have been very good in this building. They're 5-1.
They have, and both teams in similar predicaments, trying to find a little bit more consistency. Gardner Webb's alternated wins and losses over the last 7 contests, so they're looking to get a little bit more stability with themselves.
The holidays on Dale's farm weren't very festive. Until he saved big on a Bluetooth speaker with Amazon's last-minute deals. And now?
Mamacita.
That llama is part dancer, part prancer. Shop last-minute deals now at Amazon.
And the toys that he will leave.
USAA? Yeah. They have awesome rates on coverage for our car, home, and stuff. She has a lot of stuff.
Dad.
A lot of cool stuff, honey. But USAA also has banking, credit cards, and loans. Plus advice and other perks.
Only for emergencies. Thanks, Mom.
And it's all in one spot. So we know she's all set because we've got USAA.
USAA, more than you might think, for the military community and their families.
Rain-X water repellency wiper blades apply the magic of Rain-X to your windshield, so water beads up and flies away. The improved water beading technology lasts longer, so you see clearly. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
I recommend La Roche-Posay Lipicar Body Cream. One application a day keeps very dry skin away. 48-hour hydration helps repair the skin barrier. La Roche-Posay.
Chris Goforth, Will Poindexter. Courtside at Chattanooga's McKenzie Arena. It's a 9-7 lead for the running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb. They've hit 4 out of their first 8. And Will, Chattanooga's hit 3 out of 7. And points in the paint will be one to watch tonight for both, as Gardner Webb already with 6 down low.
One thing that jumps off the screen at you is you really can tell Gardner Webb can really force their pace on you. And Chattanooga's had a little bit of trouble dealing with that here early on.
Shekna Sososco is the leader for Gardner Webb. He's got 4. Honor Huff hit a 3 for Chattanooga. Again, the Mocs 3 of 7 shooting and just 1 of 4 from the floor, or 1 of 4 rather from 3. Huff with the lone 3-pointer. All-time series between these two is tied at 1 each. Chattanooga beat Gardner Webb last year 82-71. That was at Gardner Webb. First time they met was back in 2011 here in this building. And the Mocs won it in overtime, 76-74. Huff again from 3, falling away. There's the follow. Sam Alexis. Alexis with a 2-handed slam, and we're tied at 9.
Sam Alexis has been so good for Chattanooga this year. He's got a nose for the basketball. He can hurt you on the offensive end, and what he does right now is on-ball defense has been very good.
Adema Day bad miss, will not miss. And Gardner Webb back in front, 11-9. Alexis with a lob to Davis. Randy Brady against the double team.
Gardner Webb looking really good on the defensive end.
5 to shoot for Brady from 3. Off the heel. Pull up 3, good. Quest Aldridge, senior out of Winston-Salem and a Belmont Abbey transfer, a Division II school. Here's Huff. Brady again, corner 3. No, Davis goes up for the rebound. We've got a whistle, and the foul will go on Demetrius Davis of Chattanooga.
And Gardner Webb, watched a couple of their games, and they've played a really tough schedule. They've played some really tough major teams. They have played Arkansas. They've played Baylor. They've played a lot of very good mid-major clubs as well. So this is a team that maybe you can get trapped a little bit by looking at the overall record on the season, but which is 5-7, but they looked very good here early on.
5-0 run for Gardner Webb over the last minute. Samaro over to Simmons. The rebound, the putback, no. They battle underneath. Loose ball finally. Randy Brady able to secure it. Couple of looks underneath. Nobody could finish for Gardner Webb. Shea the kick out. Alexis. And we'll get the foul called on Quest Aldridge.
Sent Alexis a little gun shy on pulling the trigger on that three. He's already shot and missed 2 in this basketball game.
Alexis, a 33% shooter from deep. Mention his rebounding totals as he takes a seat. He's had 2 games this year where he's had 15 rebounds. Five to shoot for Huff. In trouble, guarded by Simmons. Deep three. And Zidek is Jan on the spot with a rebound.
Long threes equal long rebounds, and Chattanooga bailed out. They're really having trouble finding anything in their offensive set.
Davis will drive baseline, reverse. Brady tries the tip in. In trouble, Randy Brady has it taken away. Bad miss with the steal. Here's Samario down on the other end, and Julian Samaro puts it up and in, and it's now a 7-0 run for Gardner Webb. It's 16-9.
This biased crowd thought Randy Brady was fouled on that last possession a couple of times.
Here's the give. It goes to Brendan Michelcio. And Michelcio in traffic will pick up the foul. It goes on Chattanooga's Honor Huff. The partisan crowd not happy with that at all. Michelcio out of New York, out of New City, New York. Redshirted last year, had a heart condition. Feel like he's ready to go this year, and somebody they're expecting big things out of, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds a game. He had hit 7 out of his first 10 at the free throw line this year, making now 7 out of 11. Michelcio hits 1 of 2. And an 8-0 run for the Running Bulldogs. Chattanooga's been held scoreless here over the last 2:48.
And they're 4 of 14 in this basketball game from the field.
Zidek up high. Over to Brady. The feedback. Zidek goes up and is fouled on his way to the rim.
Talked to Coach Dan Earl about Randy Brady, and he's like, you know, a lot of guys want to average 20 points a game, but, you know, not everybody can average 20 points a game. But what Randy Brady does for us is he does the not fun stuff. He's found his role. He's a really good defender. He understands his role. He's a tough rebounder. Gives you tough minutes.
Brady with 24 rebounds in his last 3 games as Jan Zidek sinks his first free throw. Zidek, an 82% foul shooter. Kind of a tough game for him offensively. Last time out against Alabama A&M, he had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Zidek snaps the scoreless drought for Chattanooga. Mox had gone 3 minutes without a basket.
Chattanooga will try to put this full court pressure in play to slow down Gardner Webb a little bit.
And DQ Nichols will set it up top. Nichols. DQ Nichols, second team All Big South selection a year ago. Averaging 11 points a game, and the Gardner Webb lead is at 8.
Really shooting the ball well out of the gates here is Gardner Webb. They came ready.
Bonham wants to drive, pulls up, partially blocked by Nicholas. And here's Stieber. Kick to the corner, open look, Samaro, no. Brady goes for the rebound and ends up on his back. 11:24 to go. Gardner Webb with a 19-11 lead over Chattanooga. Back courtside to the McKenzie Arena.
If your tamer passions include climbing and river surfing, some may call you a hair on fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Lately, the corporal doesn't always report for duty.
Men's health problems aren't easy to talk about, but it may help to know that it's not just you. Erectile dysfunction affects millions of men and their partners, so the experts at Erlanger Urology make it easy to talk and offer the latest treatments to help you feel great again. To learn more, visit itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
Chattanooga is the home of the next big thing for business. With the first ever community-wide 25 gig network, the world's fastest internet just got faster. EPB delivers multi-gig speeds right to your business right now. So to keep your business growing and push the limits of technology, we've got world-class business solutions right here at home. Be the next big thing with EPB for Business.
Today's drone footage is brought to you by Crystal Air. Kick off your next vacation. Fly Crystal Air. Well, the running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb, they've been flying up and down the court. An 11-point lead over Chattanooga. They've hit 8 out of 16 shots, including 2 of 6 from three-point range. But where they've really been able to get it done, Will, has been inside. 12 points. 12 of their 19 coming in the paint.
And that's why you see 8 of 16 shooting, a 50% clip for Gardner Webb, because they're getting very, very good looks. They're being led by Julian Samaro. He has 5 points. Sissoko with 4.
Bonham to Che. Che will work his way into the paint. Shot no good. We've got a whistle. And we'll have a foul called underneath. Foul will go against Chattanooga.
There is a ton of contact happening on every possession underneath.
Jan Zidek of Chattanooga whistled. That is his first personal.
Checking in for Chattanooga, number 4, Sam Alexis.
And Zidek will check out as Sam Alexis is back in. Gardner Webb has lost 2 out of their last 3. Looking for their first road win of the season. They are 0-3 in true road games. 1-3 on neutral floor. Shot clock down to 13. And I bring that up, Will, because it feels like they have shot it early every possession. Looking for the opening is Nicholas and DQ Nicholas.
They are just doing a great job of moving the basketball. They're not playing the one-on-one game. They're sharing it and seeing the ball going in here early and often.
Millen goes to Alexis.
Gardner Webb led by Tim Kraft. He's the head coach. He does an outstanding job. He's in his 10th year. Got 100 league wins in the Big South.
Alexis has it knocked away. Youngblood, the feed underneath, and the layup from Lucas Stieber, and that will get a timeout from Dan Earl.
Just simply outplaying the Mocs right now. I mean, it has been from the get-go. Great behind the back move there in midcourt. Leads to some easy transition points for Gardner Webb.
24-11, Gardner Webb leading Chattanooga. You mentioned Tim Kraft, the head coach at Gardner Webb. Longest tenured head coach in the Big South now, Todd.
Yeah,
Will?
Yeah, and Coach Dan Earl said he's one of the guys that I have a lot of respect for, that does a really good job with this program. And, he has won a bunch of games. He's 6 wins over Power 5. That's a huge number at a school like Gardner Webb. And he's just one of those guys that does a ton where he's at with what he has to work with.
Very good defensive rebounding team a season ago. They led the Big South in that category. Went 10-8 and were tied for 4th in the Big South Conference. The Big South, by the way, celebrating their 40th anniversary this year. Longwood off to a good start at 11-1. Radford 9-4. High Point, Winthrop, all having good years. Here's Millen from the corner. Rebound by Sissoko, tipped out. Nicholas drives on Bonham. The spin off the glass, no, gets his own rebound. Nicholas will kick it back out. Robinson has his pocket picked. Huff with the steal. The feed, Millen down the middle. Can't get it to go down. Stieber, long pass down the floor. Robinson opposite end. And again, it's Alexis with a rebound. Here comes Huff. Pull up three from NBA range, and it won't go down.
Boy, it is short track racing right now.
A 13-point lead for Gardner Webb as we approach 9 minutes to go in the first half. Chattanooga again, another scoreless streak. Mox went 3 minutes without a basket earlier. They've hit the 3-minute mark again for the second time in this first half. Robinson drives baseline kicks. Stieber open three, and he connects. Lucas Stieber.
Sorry, Chris. The baseline drive makes everything happen. If you give up that baseline drive, it opens up so much on the offensive end, and that's just too easy for Gardner Webb.
It is a 10-2 run for the Running Bulldogs. They've done it over the last 3.5 minutes. And Chattanooga continues to struggle. The Mocs have hit just 4 of 19 shots, and they are 1 of 10 from three-point range. Looking at 3.5 minutes, Will, without a basket.
Yeah, and Gardner Webb coming off a loss at Appalachian State didn't play well. They lost by 21 points, and they've had glimpses of really good basketball. They beat Western Carolina, a Southern Conference team, earlier this year. They took Yale to overtime in their midseason tournament at the Atlantic Slam. So they have played good basketball at times. They've just been lacking that consistent play. But, wow, they've really opened up quick here tonight.
Well, that consistency was something that Tim Kraft, their head coach, talked about back in the summer. One of the things he wanted to see from this team was more consistent shooting from three. Felt like they were a little inconsistent in their perimeter game a year ago, shooting just 29% so far this season. Alexis works against Sissoko. Heads baseline, gets cut off. Bonham with 10 to shoot. Pull up by Melson. And Noah Melson, the true freshman from Douglasville, Georgia, snaps the scoreless streak for Chattanooga. Mocs had gone 3.5 minutes without a bucket.
Noah Melson's been a nice addition for Chattanooga this year. He shoots 43% from the field, and he provides some quality minutes.
Bonham will set it up now for Chattanooga. We go under 8 minutes left in the first half. Brady, open look from three, rims out. It has been that kind of night so far for Chattanooga. Sissoko rebounds, Robinson other end, flips it up and in. And let's see, we get a whistle. Let's see where they call the foul. Count the basket and the foul on Randy Brady. Second personal foul. Check that, the first personal foul on Brady. 29-13, Gardner Webb on top of Chattanooga early. Under 8 minutes to go, first half. Back to the McKenzie Arena after this.
This difficulty demands an ease specialist.
Yeah, that's me. Geico makes it easy to get coverage for what you care about. Cars, apartments, jewelry.
Jewelry?
Goonie.
It's easy to Geico.
With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, it's checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, contains 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help restore my natural barrier. So I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. We're in this together. With CeraVe, we have what we need to stay protected.
CeraVe, the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Look at you. A force to be reckoned with.
No, not you, Saquon. Not you either.
You? You have a business bank account with QuickBooks Money now earning 5% APY.
Did he say 5% APY?
5% APY? That's new.
Yep, QuickBooks makes your money work as hard as you do. That's how you business differently. Intuit QuickBooks.
The only microwavable bacon of its kind is here. Raw to crispy in a few electric minutes.
It's a 16-point lead for Gardner Webb, their biggest of the evening. Under 8 to play in this first half. They are on a 20-4 run. They've outscored Chattanooga 20-4 over the last 7 minutes and 25 seconds.
And they're just flat out playing Chattanooga. I think they've brought the game to the Mocs. They've had more energy. They've gotten up the floor faster. They've gotten back on defense better. And they've beat the Mocs in transition, which is something that Chattanooga excels at. So really beating Chattanooga at their own game a little bit.
Chattanooga's made just 1 out of their last 12 shots as Caleb Robinson goes to the free throw line. Robinson, a 70% foul shooter. Can't convert the three-point play. It's a 16-point lead for Gardner Webb. Zidek up high. Bonham looks for an opening. He'll drive and have it knocked away. DQ Nicholas there.
It's one thing Gardner Webb's doing. When Chattanooga brings that ball screen, they are doubling the ball. And so Chattanooga's got to look for that roller, and they've been doing that now a couple of different times. When that screen comes, they're sending 2 men to the ball.
Bonham will be the one to inbound it for Chattanooga. Originally ruled ineligible due to the NCAA's 2-time undergrad transfer rule. And then you had earlier the federal court in West Virginia granted a restraining order against the NCAA that's going to run through the spring, and that allowed all 2-time transfers to be allowed to play. Eligible is not the word. Allowed to play is the key phrase.
Right, and Dan Earl has that relationship with Trey Bonham. Of course, he came from Florida by way of VMI, spent time with Dan Earl at VMI, so they know each other extremely well.
Dan Earl has collected 3 of the best guards in recent history in the Southern Conference. He's got Honor Huff, who was with him at VMI. He's got Rudy Fitzgibbons, who was a good player at the Citadel as a part of this Chattanooga lineup as well. And Fitzgibbons been a little slowed with an illness. Here's Simmons in traffic, kicks it out. Samario on a wing. Robinson against a triple team, has it stripped on its way up. Zidek got a hand on it. And they'll call Tyler Millen with the foul.
And Chris, going back to Dan Earl, I think what makes Coach Dan Earl so good at what he does is he just knows what he needs to be better. And he had great success at VMI. And a lot of times folks say, look, if you can win consistently at VMI, with all the other stuff that the athletes have to do besides school at a place like that, you're doing something right. I just think Dan Earl has a keen eye for what he wants.
Caleb Robinson, Louisiana native, at the free throw line, a transfer to Gardner Webb. He came from Catawba, Division II program, was with Gardner Webb last year. He put up 9 and had 3 rebounds against the Mocs, coming off a nice effort in their loss to Appalachian State last time out. Robinson with 18. A little too much off the back of the iron. We've got another foul. This will go on DQ Nicholas. Check that. It's a Dimade bat miss.
Boy, he is a big man. 6'7", junior. And he has some muscle to him now.
257.
That'll get it done.
Can he run a route? He could make a heck of a tight end.
In for the Mocs, number 3, Honor Huff.
Zidek, guarded by Macalcio. Huff in traffic. Here's Zidek now with the right hand to finish. Zidek has 6.
Jan Zidek has such a soft touch, which is rare for a man his size around the basket.
Open look for Samaro. And Julian Samaro knocks down the three. Samaro has 8. And the lead at 17, and there's the three from Zidek. Zidek has 9. Open look again. Simmons, no. Tyler Millen rebounds for Chattanooga, and here comes Bonham up the floor. Zidek again up high. He won't shoot the three. He'll hand it off to Millen. Millen banging underneath. A little too much. Nice position by Ademide Badmiss to get the rebound. Samaro. Now on a wing, here's Simmons. Lob down low. Micalcio, they kick it out. 10 to shoot for Stieber. 3 from Samaro. Back of the rim, and Micalcio will be called for the foul.
Gardner Webb doing such a good job moving the basketball around. They're getting the penetration. They're getting a kick out to the 3-point line, pump fakes, drives. It's just they are looking very fluid on offense.
Averaging 73 points per game, shooting 41% from the floor. Well, they have been red hot against Chattanooga. Gardner Webb has hit 13 of 28 for 46%. And maybe more impressively, Will, is the job they've done defensively, as UTC is just 2 of 12 from 3 and only 28% from the floor.
And Gardner Webb's been the more physical team, especially on the defensive end. They are really bodying Chattanooga up, and the Mocs right now having a hard time adapting to the defensive physicality that Gardner Webb is providing.
Honor Huff has 5. And the lead for Gardner Webb trimmed to 12 at 32-20. Samaro tries to work off the screen. Tried to give it back to Richards, and it's tapped and stolen away. Huff in the front court, shoots from 3, rims out. Samaro works against Che. Micalcio will pull up and use the backboard against Miles Che.
It was a great move. Put Che in a spin cycle a little bit down there, but that's a great job of the footwork.
Approaching the 4-minute mark of this first half. Huff finds a lane and has it blocked. Aldridge with the block. 3 on the way from Simmons. And there's Huff rebounding. Huff right down the lane, contact on his way to the rim. And Quest Aldridge called with a foul for Gardner Webb. 14-point lead for the running Bulldogs. Inside 4 to go in the first half. Back to the McKenzie Arena in just a moment.
At First Bank, we tell our customers to bank local and get more. But everyone's more is different. Is yours more adventure? More space, more education, or work that's more you. We always say bank local, get more. More product range, more accessible bankers, and a whole lot less standing in your way. Whatever your more, you can now get more excited because we got this.
This ain't nothing but a little human therapy. Why me as my shoulders move momentarily? Step left, but does it go right? When you get it, I get it, nigga, hit go like that.
Elevate how you hydrate and keep it smart with Smart Water Alkaline.
Are you tired of constantly maintaining that old wood deck? If so, it's time to call Chattanooga Exteriors and let us help you say goodbye to staining and splinters. We are the area's largest installer of Trex decking and have been awarded the Trex Platinum Award. We can help guide you through the process from concept to completion. Call us today and receive no payments or interest for 1 full year. Choose the best to better your home. Visit ChattanoogaExteriors.com or call us today at 805-3800.
need to try it first.
14-point lead for Gardner Webb. They have been hot shooting throughout this first half. 47% from the floor. They've hit 5 of 12 from 3. And they've got a +5 advantage in the rebounding total, Will.
You know, it's been up and down, and we've already talked about it, but it's just really just the effort plays that Gardner Webb are winning. They're winning the loose balls. They're really just the more aggressive team right now. Now, Chattanooga's run will come, and it's just a matter of who will spark that.
Honor Huff at the free throw line. Huff, a good free throw shooter, hitting 74%. That makes it 34-21 now with 3:48 remaining in the half. Chattanooga has seen Gardner Webb get 18 of their 34 in the paint in this game. They have been dominant down low, and we can talk about the 15 fast break points as well.
And we spoke about Trey Bonham able to play. He's 0 for 2, actually 0 for 3 in this game, no points. And I just wonder, this is a time of the year when you get close to getting these rotations ironed out, and I just wonder how many coaches, while you have good additions to your team, how many coaches are kind of hitting the drawing board trying to figure things out right now.
34-22. Gardner Webb leads by 12. Here's Alexis, has his pocket picked, stolen away. Isaiah Richards with the steal. Chattanooga gets it back. Huff with the loose ball. Alexis off the glass. Sam Alexis, a part of the all-freshman team last year. Played against Gardner Webb last year at Gardner Webb, had 2 points. Chattanooga has trimmed the lead down to 10, 34-24. Gardner Webb's led by as many as 17 in this first half.
And we asked what would spark the run, and it's been defensive effort from Trey Bonham as the Mocs turn the Bulldogs over yet again.
And Bonham thought about the 3. He'll give it up. Che in traffic finds an opening, and the freshman from Los Angeles. Mocs have cut it to an 8-point advantage now with 2:21 to go. 34-26, Gardner Webb with the lead. Bulldogs ball. Nicholas wants to drive against Bonham, gets cut off. 10 to shoot for Stieber. Works against Brady. Long 3 from Aldridge. No. Rebound tipped, and Brady has it.
Great defensive set for Chattanooga that time. Now the energy level's picked up. You've got the crowd back in it, and it's time to make the run if you're the Mocs.
Alexis up high, looks at Brady underneath. Brady banging inside, muscles too hard. Richards rebounds. Corner 3 from Nicholas, rims out. 34-26, minute 27 remaining. Gardner Webb with the lead. Bulldogs have led by as many as 17 in the first half. Huff tries to drive, can't. Steps back from 3, short. Richards again with a rebound, and Gardner Webb now will slow it down a bit. And we'll get a timeout asked for with just over a minute remaining.
Honor Huff had the mismatch with Sissoko on him, and he decided on a step-back 3 there. I really want Honor Huff to try to beat him off the dribble, maybe draw a foul there. It's just you bail out the defender that's in the mismatch situation there.
Chattanooga with a 2-game winning streak coming into this game. Gardner Webb, running Bulldogs, have dropped 2 out of their last 3 meetings, including a loss to Appalachian State in their last game. Appalachian State outscored them 51-28 in the second half. Gardner Webb led 31-29 at the break. And then it was all Appalachian State in the second half of that game.
I watched that Yale game today in the Atlantic Slam tournament, and Yale was up in that game by almost 20 points, and Gardner Webb just fought and fought the entire game, took that to overtime, and ended up losing by 1. But this team will battle you now. I mean, we've seen a little bit of their scrappiness here early.
34-26, a minute remaining in the first half. Stieber guarded way out front. Nicholas against the double team. Goes baseline. Samaro tries to drive and lost it out of bounds. Gardner Webb will maintain possession here with 51 seconds left.
Chattanooga did a great job of just weathering the storm and finding some life here right before halftime.
34-26, Gardner Webb with the lead. Bulldogs in front by 8. Long three from Nicholas will not go down. Bonham on a wing. Tries to drive. And we'll have the foul. Will be called on Sissoko.
Chattanooga in the midst of a 16-0 run, and Gardner Webb has reverted to what Chattanooga opened the game up with. One of their last 8 from the field. They have hit a cold spell.
Chattanooga's on a 6-0 run. And as Will mentioned, Gardner Webb has gone nearly 4 minutes since their last basket. Bonham not able to convert. There's Alexis with the follow. And the offensive foul will go on Sam Alexis. Wipe off the basket. Let's get a look at this on the replay. They call the foul on Chattanooga's Tyler Millen.
Just a mass of bodies down there. It's hard to pick out who transgressed, but they made the decision, didn't they? Take 2 points off the board for Chattanooga.
Approaching 4 minutes without a basket. Gardner Webb with about an 8-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Robinson drives against Brady. And the rebound taken by Bonham. Final few seconds here for Chattanooga. Mox can work it for the final shot. Bonham, the no-look. Alexis inside, blocked. No foul, and that is the way the first half will come to a close. 34-26. Gardner Webb leading Chattanooga at the break. Stay with us. We'll have a look at some first half highlights, some statistical totals, and lots more coming up when we return to the McKenzie Arena.
There is a house in New Orleans.
Your story, your poem. The new red parfum, Ralph Lauren. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
So, Mrs. Ramos, what does your son do?
He says he sells clouds. He works in a cloud company and sells clouds to other companies that want clouds.
So does he make these clouds?
No, someone else makes them. He sells them.
Have you ever seen these clouds?
No, he says they're invisible. Maybe I shouldn't have let him play so many video games.
Parents don't get B2B. LinkedIn does. And helping marketers reach over 70 million decision makers makes LinkedIn the place to be to be.
Last holiday season, Kia helped St. Jude Children's Research Hospital by bringing joy to their patients. We took the kids on a magical ride to the North Pole without even leaving the hospital. And this year, we're continuing our tradition of helping by making a donation for every eligible new Kia vehicle purchased or leased during the winter holiday season. Join us and help celebrate Kia's season of giving back. Kia, movement that inspires.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
I was 6 when Grandma Joan gave me this. Of course, she had no idea back then that 40 years on, I'd be leading a global team making this. Getting there wasn't easy. My team was seriously talented, but as a business, we just didn't connect. Then, we partnered with Korn Ferry. Our culture of me became a culture of we.
That's when the energy really changed.
So did the organization.
At Korn Ferry, we believe we all have the potential to be more than.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your sub right in front of you. Watching that always takes me to my happy place. Wait a minute. Jersey Mike's is my happy place. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Halftime delivered by Papa John's. When the Mocs win, you win. Every Monday following a Mocs victory, you can save 50% off your online pizza order by using the promo code MOXWIN online at papajohns.com. Back courtside at Chattanooga's McKenzie Arena, Chris Goforth alongside Will Poindexter as Gardner Webb, the running Bulldogs, off to a 34-26 lead here at the half. And look, it has been a quick back and forth first half for both teams.
Gardner Webb did a great job of forcing their tempo early in this basketball game. 15 fast break points to Chattanooga's 6. Now, keep in mind, that's the way that Chattanooga wants to play also, up and down the court. So Gardner Webb just came in and really did whatever they wanted to in the opening minutes of this quarter, and they opened up a big lead.
Chattanooga shooting under 30% for the first half. Now, that being said, Mocs certainly played a lot better late in that first half as UTC on an 11-2 run over the final 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
It was the Gardner Webb defensive pressure that was giving Chattanooga issues, not allowing the ball into the painted area and denying that kick out to the three-point line that Chattanooga wants. A really good job by the running Bulldogs.
Hang on, Will. We'll get a look at some first half highlights when we return. Coming back to the McKenzie Arena right after this.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it!
What if you knew you'd be paid fairly?
Check this out.
Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you and her and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun to drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Alexa, unlock the front door. Hey!
When life has your hands full, we've got the door. Trust your home to Schlage.
Uh-oh. It's the Southeast Mini Golf Mixer Champ.
Anything cool this weekend?
Mark.
Mark?
I just stayed in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cleveland or South Beach. Be the real you.
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Gardner Webb leading Chattanooga 34-26 here at the half. It's our Papa John's halftime report. It's time to get a look at what's up next at home. That's presented by Real Estate Partners Chattanooga and Realtor Darlene Brown. The Darlene Brown Ryan May team is ready to serve you with over 40 years of experience. Visit RyanMayHomes.com. Here is what's coming up for Chattanooga. Of course, the Southern Scuffle, the premier collegiate wrestling event during the regular season, at least, will take place at the McKenzie Arena January 1st and 2nd. Women's basketball in this building January 3rd against North Carolina Central. And then, believe it or not, Will, Southern Conference action is upon us as the men's basketball team takes on Furman. SoCon play starts the 6th of January.
And if you mentioned Southern Scuffle, if you've never seen that live, you owe it to yourself to come and witness it. Some of the best wrestling teams in the nation show up to that.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Chattanooga. Look, you talked about the mid-major schedule that Gardner Webb has put together. It's a nice one here for Chattanooga, going to Milwaukee and Auburn in back-to-back. Maybe not the funnest trip Dan Earl's going to take this year, but back-to-back Milwaukee and Auburn.
And everything just gears up for that at Samford. You open SoCon play, just got to be ready for that. And then at that point, you're playing 2 a week, and they come fast and furious.
Boy, Samford off to a 9-2 start, by the way, averaging 92 points per game down in Birmingham. Gardner Webb with the lead. Duck, here come the Teddy Bears. Back to the McKenzie Arena in just a moment.
What if finding a new job wasn't such a leap of faith?
I don't think I'm right for this. I said I don't think I'm right for the job.
You're perfect for it! What if you knew you'd be paid fairly? Check this out. Because you could literally see what the job pays. What if your schedule worked for you, and her, and them? And what if the promise of better work
No way!
was something that found us?
I got the interview.
The only microwavable bacon of its kind is here. Raw to crispy in a few electric minutes.
This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Oh!
Okay, and this is Auto again, right?
Oh!
Hey, this is my living room.
Oh!
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that? Ranch time.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only choose my flavor.
Walmart's amazing holiday deals are happening now. Save big on must-have fashion, top tech, and so much more. Walmart has deals for every gift on their list. Ready, set, gift.
When my son Brian died in a drunk driving accident, I put out a video about it to try to stop young people from drinking and driving. And because of TikTok, I can reach millions of people around the world. If you save one person, that's one more person that can change the world too, right?
Chattanooga basketball is supported by EPB, Chattanooga's #1 internet. Get the gig and enjoy 1,000 megabits per second of speed for seamless HD streaming, lightning-fast internet, fast downloads, and lag-free gaming. And Food City, the official supermarket of Chattanooga Athletics. Food City, value every day. And by Chattanooga Coca-Cola, the official refreshment provider of Chattanooga Athletics. 34-26, Gardner Webb with the lead over Chattanooga. Let's take a look at how we got here as we get a look at some highlights from Gardner Webb. They put on a clinic in the first half as Julian Samaro, their leading scorer, came out red hot. He leads with Gardner Webb in scoring with 8 points in the first half. Here he is with the assist. He had 2 assists back in the first half. Shekna Sissoko and Samaro again. Knocks it down. And the nice pass after going back-to-back. Look at the flip and the layup. Gardner Webb in the first half shot 40% from the floor. Now for Chattanooga, rough start offensively. Honor Huff for UTC, 1 of 8 shooting. Huff with only 7 points in the first half. Millen, that was his only bucket. Here's Huff with the steal. And the flip to Jan Zidek. Zidek leads all scorers. He's got 9 in the first half. How about more from Honor Huff? Stepping back from 3, not able to get it down, but cleaning up is Sam Alexis on the inside, and Noah Melson with the basket. His lone 2-pointer of the first half. Get a look at the leading scorers or some statistical totals from tonight's game. You see the rough shooting for Chattanooga in the first half. Mocks at just 28% from the floor, and UTC been able to close that gap in rebounds late in the first half. Will 23-20, just a +3 advantage for Gardner Webb.
A lot of that rough shooting for Chattanooga happened in the first 10 minutes of this basketball game. Shot it a little bit better as that first half went on, and we'll just see what kind of intensity Chattanooga can muster up to open up this half. I tell you, for Gardner Webb, Julian Samaro has played outstanding. Like you said, he has 8 points. He's 3 for 6 from the field, and he has really done a great job of pushing that pace and making some timely passes.
Yeah, let's talk about his ability to distribute the basketball that has been as good as anything we've seen in this building in a long time.
And a lot of that doesn't show up in the assists category. He has 2 assists in the book, but, man, he has just been really good at moving the basketball and facilitating the movement of this offense.
Chattanooga closed out the first half on a 6-0 run over the final 4 minutes and 20 seconds. As Gardner Webb was held scoreless for the final 4:20. Bulldogs have made just 1 out of their last 9 shots. So that's the way things are trending as we go to get the second half underway. We mentioned Chattanooga opening up Southern Conference play against Furman. UTC 4th in the Southern Conference in scoring, averaging 81 a game. But how about Samford? Those other Bulldogs running a little bit as well. 92 points per game. They've won 9 straight now after an 0-2 start down in Birmingham.
Samford is really good, and Furman also is really good. The SoCon this year, Chattanooga was picked 5th. And it was largely due in part because of who Chattanooga lost. They lost Jake Stevens to the NBA, and it's really, I just think it's wide open this year. I don't think there's any team that's going to run away with this thing.
Second half underway. Bonham, in his second game back, tries to drop it off underneath to Sam Alexis a little too much. And Chattanooga will turn it over. That is turnover for the Mocs. That's just turnover number 5 for UTC. Chattanooga has turned it over at least 10 times in all but 1 game this season. 3-pointer from Samaro, no. And Alexis soars for the rebound.
And I think for Trey Bonham, he's off the slow start here, but a lot like Honor Huff when this season started, it's going to take him just a little bit of time to get in the flow of things. It's so hard to go from, I'm probably not going to play this year, to, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to play this year. So he's having to change mindsets, and, yeah, he's on the practice squad, and, yeah, he's been doing this and that, but they don't sell tickets to the practice squad games.
You go 0 to 60 in a hurry, don't you? Zidek to the free throw line. Jan Zidek, the graduate transfer from Pepperdine. 82% foul shooter. Talk about a guy that's had an interesting basketball career. Had a really nice career at Pepperdine before transferring here to Chattanooga. His dad won a national championships, George Zidek, back in the mid-90s at UCLA, and was later a first-round draft pick of the Charlotte Hornets.
I know it's a tough decision when you're talking about leaving Pepperdine. I don't know if you've never seen Pepperdine, Google it.
Look, it's nice. I understand. He traded the beaches for the mountains.
That's correct.
Guess. Loose ball tipped and out of bounds. Tyler Millen tried to cradle it for Chattanooga and couldn't.
Tyler Millen really earning a much larger role on this team as this season has moved on. He's playing about 26 minutes a game now.
Gardner Webb over 5 minutes since their last basket. Nicholas with the kick out. 4 to shoot. They've got to hurry. Here's Samaro. Samaro against Huff, not able to get it off in time. The shot clock violation, and Gardner Webb will turn it over. Bulldogs led by as many as 17 in the first half. And Chattanooga has trimmed it down to a 6-point advantage now. 28-34. Minute and a half gone in this second half.
I always think this is such a tricky time in the season for these coaches and players to navigate. You've got finals last week that kind of throws things off kilter, and now this week, no classes, no students. There's ample parking. So, I mean, all of your routine is thrown off.
Here's Huff. Shot clock winding down. They'll say it was last touched by Julian Samaro. Huff wanted a foul called on Samaro. Chattanooga will have to set it up here for a catch and shoot with 2 on the shot clock.
Officials have really let these two teams play, and Gardner Webb has been the beneficiary of that early on.
Bonham with a heave at the buzzer, and he banks it in.
And they're going to review this. The ruling on the court is that it's a made 3-point basket, but they're going to take a look at this. I actually thought he got fouled.
It's a 13-2 run now for Chattanooga, and the scoreless streak for Gardner Webb is over 6 minutes. If it stands, we've got a 3-point game at 34-31. Get a look at it here. Watch the shot clock.
I think he just barely got that out, and the ball has to be out of his hand.
But did he call bank? Did he call bank? That's what we've got to find out.
All net in the box score.
34-31, count the bucket. And Chattanooga has rallied from being down 17. Mocs have come back to make it a 3-point game. An 11-0 run over the last 6 minutes for UTC. Robinson drives around. Chattanooga's Alexis, and Alexis with that big hand up in the air, able to not block the shot, but he certainly affected it. Bonham from 3. Oh, he was feeling it after banking the last one in. And a blocking foul called on Gardner Webb.
That was a borderline call there. I thought initially that could have gone either way. That could have been offensive foul. Now, look, he doesn't have to have his feet set. He just has to gain that position first, and that was really close.
Samaro called with a foul. That's his second. Alexis with 5 to shoot. He'll have to hurry. He'll put it on the floor. Drive against bad miss. Tyler Millen tried to tap back in. Out of bounds. Last touch by Chattanooga.
Yeah, and Tyler Millen probably, if he had to do over, he would have gathered that rebound first and then gone back up with it. He tried to gather and shoot all in one motion and could not get it to fall. Chattanooga thought that this was their basketball, and it looked like Zidek knocked it out.
Over 7 minutes without a basket for Gardner Webb. The three by Stieber. And Lucas Stieber will snap the drought. It ends at 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Stieber has 8, and the lead for Gardner Webb goes back to 6. Alexis works against Badmus. And the foul will go on Adimade Badmus.
Entering the game for Gardner Webb, number 3, Quest Aldridge. In for Chattanooga, 34, Randy Brady.
Bonham looking for an opening and finds Brady. Here's Alexis from 3. Off the mark. Rebound taken by Quest Aldridge.
I still contend that shot for Sam Alexis is the one that could get him a lot of looks at the next level if he can start knocking those 3 balls down.
A 6'9" guy that can shoot it from deep. Might be some interest there. Badmus will kick. Stieber again. Nope. Badmus tips it back out, loose on the floor. Stieber. Badmus lost it. Robinson finishes in the paint. Nice job by Caleb Robinson.
Great job for Robinson, and he can really score it. I mean, he's the type of guy that can take over a game, and here he is pushing the action.
Robinson out to Aldridge from 3, and it's good. Quest Aldridge.
3 points, Quest Aldridge.
And just like that, Gardner Webb on a 5-0 run, and they make it a 42-31 lead. Under 16 to go. Back to the McKenzie Arena after this.
Let's talk trash. Since 2016, we've reduced the amount of litter on our roadways by, drum roll please, 12%. But there are still 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways, which is just way too many millions. Come on, people, help a cup out. Let's do this. Join the movement at NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
At First Bank, we know big wins don't just happen under Friday night lights. They happen by Saturday night candlelight. At First Light. Or when keeping the lights on late. They happen any time that makes their eyes light up. Because it's your wins that make our communities shine. See community banking in a different light.
Lately, the corporal doesn't always report for duty.
Men's health problems aren't easy to talk about, but it may help to know that it's not just you. Erectile dysfunction affects millions of men and their partners, so the experts at Erlanger Urology make it easy to talk and offer the latest treatments to help you feel great again. To learn more, visit itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
(42-31). Gardner Webb on top of Chattanooga. 15:41 remaining. Chattanooga close to within 3 at 34-31, and then Gardner Webb goes on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 28 seconds. And they've made it an 11-point affair now, 42-31.
Gardner Webb has led all but 44 seconds of this contest and have been out in front and been in charge for the most of this game, and just shooting the ball well, moving the ball well. They've been good in transition. They've come up with timely rebounds. Bulldogs are really just playing good basketball right now.
Chattanooga made their first 3 to start the game. Honor Huff connected to put UTC in front. Since that time, the Mocs have gone 2 of 16, and Honor Huff is 0 for his last 5 from 3. Bonham driving. The floater, no. Rebounded by Nicholas.
Chattanooga going to go without Honor Huff. It's Trey Bonham and Miles Che at the guard positions.
Tipped right into the hands of Bonham. Bonham off the glass and in. Trey Bonham. Trey Bonham has 5. That's his second made basket of the night. Bonham playing in just his second game for Chattanooga. He got in against Alabama A&M and scored 14 after being allowed to play by the NCAA thanks to a court in West Virginia. 14:55 left to go. Gardner Webb with a 42-33 lead. Back to the McKenzie Arena right after this.
With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, it's checked by experts. Every stitch, tag, and logo. So you'll always get that feeling of real.
SoFi is helping me get my money right to achieve my ambitions. Want to see? Like saving for the ultimate tailgate setup. Like the perfect hedges. SoFi can help you fund all your ambitions, no matter how big or small. Like investing in the athletes of tomorrow.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, contains 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help restore my natural barrier. So I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. We're in this together. With CeraVe, we have what we need to stay protected.
CeraVe, the #1 dermatologist-recommended skincare brand.
This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
The perimeter has been unkind to Chattanooga tonight. The Mocs have hit just 3 of 17 three-pointers. That is 18%. This is a team averaging 35% from 3 for the season. We've mentioned Honor Huff already in his struggles. Will, he's been averaging 3 made three-pointers a game. He's hit 10 out of his last 19 coming into this one. Honor Huff, 1 of 6 tonight.
Yeah, he's 1 of 6. Sam Alexis 0 for 3 from 3. Randy Brady 0 for 3 from 3. Bonham has hit 1 out of his 3. Tyler Millen is 0 of 1. So it's just such a huge part of Chattanooga's offense of what they want to do. They want to get that action to the basket and kick to the shooters on the three-point line. Just have not seen it fall.
It's a backcourt of Miles Che, a true freshman, and Trey Bonham playing just his second game in a Chattanooga uniform. Che's errant pass picked up by Samaro. Samaro goes cross-court. Simmons back to Samaro. The three's good. Julian Samaro had 14 against UTC a season ago in a Mocs win at Gardner Webb. And Samaro with 11.
It's just textbook transition offense, and we've seen Chattanooga do this to other teams all year.
Millen shot off the front of the rim, taken by Richards. Another 3 from Simmons. Nope, and Alexis soars for the rebound. Sam Alexis, that is rebound number 7. He's averaging 11 a game. We'll get a whistle and a foul that will go on Gardner Webb's Julian Samaro. That is number 3 now on Samaro with 13:47 left.
That could be big. Chattanooga, 1 of their last 8 from the field. 11-2 run right now for the running Bulldogs.
And they push the lead back out to 12. Chattanooga had trimmed this to a 3-point game just over 5 minutes ago. On the inbound, here's Davis from Miles Che. A nice bounce. And Davis with the bucket. 10-point game.
Demetrius Davis only playing about 17 minutes a game this season, but I just think there's so much more for him there. Just uber athletic. I feel like he can really help you out a little bit more.
Zidek. On handoff, Davis looks at that 3. Zidek leads Chattanooga in scoring. He'll go back to Davis now. 5 on the shot clock. Zidek harassed by Richards. He'll have to hurry. And he picks up the foul.
That is a play that a grad transfer makes. The shot clock running down. They know you're going to shoot it. He gives that little pump fake, gets his defender up in the air, and really bails Chattanooga out offensively.
And Jan Zidek to the free throw line. Zidek has 11 to go along with 2 rebounds.
He scored his 1,000th career point between Pepperdine and Chattanooga a few games ago.
Zidek won a gold medal back in the summer playing for the Czech Republic at the World University Games. And he hits both free throws. He's got 13. 8-point advantage for Gardner Webb. Stieber tries to penetrate, gets cut off, wants to drop it off underneath to Macalcio. And the foul will go on Chattanooga's Miles Che.
Yeah, Che had to foul there. He got beat on the cut, and he had to reach out and grab his man to keep Gardner Webb from cashing in on an easy 2.
DQ Nicholas is checked in. He'll inbound. And here comes Nicholas off the screen. Inside, Macalcio with a reverse. Brendan Macalcio. Macalcio has 5. Davis, the no-look feed into traffic, and Chattanooga will turn it over. Turnover number 7 for the Mocs. Corner 3, good. Quest Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9. And Aldridge is 3 of 4 shooting from deep. And this 3 is a half a hundy for Gardner Webb. They lead Chattanooga 50-37.
Get in the holiday spirit with Czech Cereal's 12 Days of Surprises. Learn easy recipes. Get festive freebies. And more. Shop specially marked boxes of Czech Cereal today.
This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling and inspired my workout. Auto! Oh!
Okay. And this is auto again, right?
Oh!
Hey, this is my living room.
Oh!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your sub right in front of you. All that meat and cheese just for me. Watching that takes me to my happy place. Oh, wait. Jersey Mike's is my happy place. Kelly, did I place an order here in my happy place?
Not yet, Danny.
Then I'm going back to reality.
Number 7 for Danny.
Oh, thanks, reality, Kelly. Sliced right in front of you. It's the Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
My family loves going foraging by our farms. And with Cricket, we can mark our locations, post photos, even identify mushrooms.
Don't have to look far for a good deal. Smile, you're on Cricket.
It's a 5-0 run for Gardner Webb, keyed by that guy, Quest Aldridge. He's hit 3 of 4 from deep. All 9 of his points have come beyond the arc. And Gardner Webb with a 50-37 advantage over Chattanooga.
Senior leaders on a team, you can never overlook it. In the age of transfer portal movement, these older guys can really power you. And Quest Aldridge has just knocked down open looks is what he's done tonight. He has cashed in on corner threes and shooting it at a great clip so far.
And he is a textbook example that you can find good players anywhere now. Belmont Abbey, a Division II school. That's where he came from, averaging only 4 a game entering play tonight, but he has been red hot of late for Gardner Webb. Zidek got it. Zidek has 15. Jan Zidek leads all scorers. Chattanooga trailing by 11.
Chattanooga back with Honor Huff in the basketball game. They got to get him going.
Nicholas trying to work off the screen against Davis. To the rim, rebound, tipped way out and taken by Aldridge. That was Isaiah Richards that tipped it out. Corner 3 as the shot clock expires. And Gardner Webb will turn it over. That is turnover number 8 for the running Bulldogs. You know, you would think, Will, for a team that plays as frenetic as they can at times, that they would have more turnovers than what they do. But they do a pretty good job taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, neither one of these teams, I mean, turnovers have not been the issue tonight for either one. They're both under 10. And you figure anything under that 16, 15 turnover a game margin is pretty good nationally.
Entering the game for the running Bulldogs, 15,
Here's Zidek. His 15 points. Best on the floor. Davis in trouble. 7 to shoot. Huff. And the offensive foul called on Chattanooga.
It's been the kind of night it's been for Chattanooga. Honor Huff knocked that shot down also. And they're going to get Che on the moving screen. He didn't think he did it.
15 seconds.
Chattanooga hit just 9 out of 32 shots in the first half. Mocs have made only 4 of 11 in the second half, while Gardner Webb at 40% in the first half, 43% here in the second half. Running Bulldogs have made 6 out of 14. As Melson tips it out of bounds.
Great entry pass to Sissoko. He probably would have been better served to try to go up with a shot attempt there. Tried to skip it to the corner, and it was tipped out of play.
Stieber against Che, into traffic, off the backboard, no good. Miles Che there for the rebound. Zidek. Three ball, rims out. Jan Zidek now 1 of 2 from deep. Chattanooga had hit 3 of their last 4 shots before that. 10 on the shot clock, and banking it in is Caleb Robinson. Robinson with 8.
Pretty good defense from Miles Che there. It's just a better shot.
Melson to Zidek, and Jan Zidek. Zidek's three-pointer gives him 18, and the lead goes back to 10 at 52-42.
Missed that same shot the last time down, but the confidence is there to take it again.
Contact underneath. Count the basket, and the foul goes against Miles Che. That's number 3 on Che now with 9:30 to go. No movement on the Chattanooga bench. DQ Nicholas, 64% free throw shooter. The Atlanta native converts the three-point play. Nicholas has 8, and the lead goes back to 13.
Sam Alexis for Chattanooga getting an extended break on the bench.
Gardner Webb led by as many as 17 in the first half. Chattanooga had made this a 3-point game early in the second half. Zidek on the feed to Huff, and it's out of bounds. Gardner Webb will get it back.
Dan Earl is hot. He wanted a grab on that back cut against Honor Huff, and he is just screaming at the officials right now.
Stever. Robinson. Nicholas works against Bonham with 4 to shoot. Flips up off the glass and watches it roll out. And Trey Bonham with a rebound for Chattanooga, and a great defensive effort by Bonham.
Chattanooga really having to run the offense through Jan Zidek right now.
Catch and shoot 3 on the way, and it's good from Tyler Millen.
Whew, that was a contested look, and he just knocked it down.
Millen has scored at least 10 in his last 3. He's got 5, and it's a 10-point game again. Under 8 left. Gardner Webb with the lead, running Bulldogs with 7 to shoot. And this may be a foul on Noah Melson. Melson with a little hand grab. Trying to keep up with Caleb Robinson. 10-point lead for Gardner Webb, under 8 to go. Back to the McKenzie Arena in just a moment.
How you start your day defines the rest of it. Start it with Philips Sonicare, with expertise and with the total confidence that you've done everything for your health. So you know you will always get it right. Philips.
Some people just know that's not gonna fit.
That's not gonna fit. Really? No, I'd cut it in half and make 2 chairs.
Those are the people who know you're in good hands with Allstate. This winter, gift yourself what you really want during Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event. Kia is giving great deals on the confidently capable Sorento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention the great deals on even more vehicles, like the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. So visit your local Kia dealer and enjoy Kia's Season of Giving Back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments due to falling hydration levels. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
Walmart's amazing holiday deals are happening now. Save big on must-have fashion, top tech, and so much more. Walmart has deals for every gift on their list. Ready, set, gift.
Ten-point lead for Gardner Webb, trying to snap Chattanooga's two-game winning streak. Dan Earl has been a little hot on the Chattanooga bench at the officiating here over the last couple of minutes in this game. UTC has been able to hold Gardner Webb scoreless over the last 141, but still it's a 10-point advantage.
And you look, fast break points, it's been that way most of the night, but Gardner Webb out in front 24-8 in that category. Also winning points in the paint, 26-16. Bench points, Gardner Webb has gotten 16 to Chattanooga 6.
It's impressive how they spread the wealth, too. You know, you look at Samaro leads with 11. They've got Aldridge has 9 and 3 guys with 8 points. And there's a steal. Bonham with the steal for Chattanooga. To Huff, to Zidek, corner three, gone!
He has just knocked down so many big three-point shots this year for Chattanooga. Earlier in the season, it was a Jan Zidek 3 that iced the game against Louisville in that big win for the Mocs.
Zidek now has 21. And they'll call the foul on Trey Bonham. And that will draw more ire from Dan Earl. Get a look at it on the replay.
I thought Gardner,
right there.
I don't know what that is. That's, how do you call that on Bonham?
Dan Earl, I think, asking the same question. Stieber, the feed inside, bad miss. Huff. Trey Bonham.
That's another power in three-pointer.
Bonham has 8.
It was the great block from Tyler Millen that sprung transition. Huff pushes it over to Bonham. Long range connection.
Gardner Webb.
Well, Chattanooga got the lead down to 3. It was 34-31 with 18 minutes remaining. Now it's down to 4 with 6:50 left. The Mocs have not been able to get closer than 3.
And it's felt at certain times in this game that Chattanooga's just been a big shot away from getting it back out in front. And we spoke about it earlier. Chattanooga has not led hardly at all in this basketball game. It has almost been a pole-to-pole lead for Gardner Webb.
And a 9-0 run for UTC over the last 240.
Yeah, time with the lead. Chattanooga has only led for 44 seconds of this game.
And that was right after Honor Huff hit a 3 to start the game. After Gardner Webb had scored first and led 2-0. Huff hit the 3. Chattanooga led it 3-2. Since that time, it has been all Gardner Webb. Bulldogs have led by as many as 17. UTC has trimmed it to 4. 6.5 remaining. UTC will extend the defense out a little bit. Inside, here's Badmiss against Zidek. Has it tipped away, and a foul will be called on Chattanooga.
It's going to bring the Boo Birds out. Honor Huff providing help defense, and that is a foul.
Nicholas Up top to Badness. And a foul on Tyler Millen. Millen with a little bump from behind.
Game getting a little ragged now, and Gardner Webb is in the bonus. Wow.
Robinson to the line. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Here comes Chattanooga. And a foul on Gardner Webb. This will go on Caleb Robinson.
There have been times this year that Robinson has led this Gardner Webb team. He's got 8 tonight on 4 of 9 shooting.
He had 18 last time out against Appalachian State. Maybe one of the more experienced guys in a Gardner Webb uniform. He played 31 games for him a year ago.
Sam Alexis is going to re-enter the game, and Jan Zidek is going to get a round of applause. He has played his tail off. He's got 21.
Tyler Millen, the transfer from Middle Tennessee State. Talk about experience. Tyler Millen played 118 games as a Blue Raider. And in the starting lineup here at Chattanooga, he had played really well coming into this game. He had hit 10 of his last 15. And a 90% foul shooter on the year. He hits both, and we've got a 2-point game.
Big possession here for Gardner Webb.
Stieber, Robinson, the kick out, baseline, blocked.
Now it's Tim Kraft asking where the foul is at. Lots of ball and a little bit of body there. Both of these coaches are politicking.
Sam Alexis with the block. Catch and shoot 3 from Samario. That's what he does, Julian Samaro. Samaro with 14. And the lead goes back to 5, 58-53. That snaps a 3-minute and 36-second scoreless streak for Gardner Webb. Huff. Stieber has the miss. Nicholas drives against Huff. And Tyler Millen called with another foul. That is number 4 now on Millen.
Thought for a minute they were going to give that to Honor Huff, but you're right. And Tyler Millen has played well. That would be a big development for Chattanooga.
Entering the game for Gardner Webb, 24, Isaiah Richards. Checking for Chattanooga, 34, Randy Brady. At the line for the running Bulldogs.
Now Millen leaves with 4 fouls. Randy Brady back in for Chattanooga. Nicholas, too much. Off the back of the rim. Bonham in the paint. Will draw the foul on his way to the rim.
You can really see what Trey Bonham is going to provide to Chattanooga in his appearance this year. He's a physical ball handler. Once he gets to the basket, he can really finish. He can finish through contact. He has a lot of poise, played a lot of basketball. So just you cannot overstate the addition that he's going to provide to Chattanooga.
Bonham played against Alabama A&M last time out for Chattanooga Mocs. Won that game 88-72. Bonham had 14. After finding out that he was going to be permitted to play. He was in all Southern Conference selection when he was at VMI back in 2021. Tried his hand at the SEC last year and decided Florida was not for him.
Going to get the foul against Sam Alexis, so he will go to the free throw line as both teams now are in the bonus.
And that's the 4th foul on DQ Nicholas.
His first, team 9.
Check that. That is his first personal foul. It is the 9th team foul.
You just wonder if the stat line, the category that we're going to circle at the end of this game is free throw shooting. Chattanooga 13 of 15 for the game. Gardner Webb only 2 of 8. And right on cue, Chris, I jinxed him.
Good job. Alexis just a 55% foul shooter. So I think if you're Gardner Webb, if there's anybody you want to look at late in the game to put at the line,
correct,
he would probably be that guy. Nicholas drives around Alexis, gets underneath the rim and has to kick it out. 7 to shoot for Robinson. Blocked by Alexis, wipe off the shot. And the foul will go on Randy Brady.
Yeah, Brady was holding on for dear life there on that drive and got a little bit too much body contact. Brady moves his feet well, and Dan Earl calls Randy Brady one of the best defenders on this basketball team, but that is a quick man in Robinson that he's trying to keep up with.
Robinson is 0 for 4 from the free throw line in this game. He's 0 for 5 at the line now. Caleb Robinson has yet to make a free throw, and the lead for Gardner Webb stays at 4 with 4.5 to go. Here's Brady. Has it blocked. Alexis had it, and it's taken away by Sissoko. Stieber goes cross court. Nicholas short. Nice rebound by Sissoko. And a chance to set it up again and take a little more time off this clock for Gardner Webb. 4 minutes remaining.
That drive and kick to the corner 3 has been there all night for Gardner Webb.
Tries to back his way in. Now the spin. Alexis got a hand on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Chattanooga will have it. We'll return to the McKenzie Arena. Mocs basketball when we come back. Gardner Webb in front by 4 with under 4 minutes to go.
Let's talk trash. Since 2016, we've reduced the amount of litter on our roadways by, drum roll please, 12%. But there are still 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways, which is just way too many millions. Come on, people, help a cup out. Let's do this. Join the movement at NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
If your tamer passions include climbing, hang gliding, and river surfing, some may call you a hair-on-fire risk taker. We'd say, nah. They might not realize you're also a nonconformist, craft curator, history buff, art-loving experience collector. But ask a Chattanoogan, we just call you one of us.
Chris Goforth along with Will Poindexter. We're courtside at Chattanooga's McKenzie Arena. For Gardner Webb, the running Bulldogs with a 4-point lead over Chattanooga, 58-54. Mocs led in scoring by Jan Zidek. 6 of 9 shooting. He's got 21. Chattanooga getting 9 points from Trey Bonham, just his second game in a UTC uniform. Tyler Millen, Honor Huff, both with 7. Pace the way for UTC. In this second half, Chattanooga has hit 8 out of 18 shots, 44%. That's after being ice cold in the first half. Mocs hit just 9 out of 32 to start the game. 4-point lead for Gardner Webb. They've led by as many as 17. Chattanooga trying to trim it down, make it a 1-point game, and they do. Jan Zidek, give him 24.
Jan Zidek is just going off in this game. And that's coming off the bench just now into the game and nails a three.
The answer by Samaro on the other end. Julian Samaro, he's got 17. Open look for Huff. Short. Rebound tipped out, and Huff has it. Why not go back to Zidek? He'll draw a crowd in the paint. Zidek foul.
That's going to be 4 fouls on Sissoko. That is huge. He is their big presence inside.
Shekna Sissoko, out of the Academy of Art in San Francisco, a Division II school. He transfers in, a native of West Africa. Picks up personal foul number 4, and Jan Zidek goes back to the free throw line.
Samaro and Sissoko both with 4 fouls.
Chattanooga has hit now 14 out of 17. Will, you brought up the free throw shooting earlier. Chattanooga with 17 free throw attempts in this game. Gardner Webb with just 9 a year ago. Chattanooga won at Gardner Webb. Mocs hit 24 out of 31 from the charity stripe, while Gardner Webb hit 13 out of 19. Zidek can't get the second to fall. A 3-point game with under 3 to go. Seven to shoot. Stieber. Robinson kicks it out. Open look. Nicholas rims out. Loose ball. Taken in the corner and saved by Badmiss. Stieber got it. Lucas Stieber, the graduate student, a native of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Stieber with 11 now. Yeah, the lead is at 6. 2 minutes to go. Zidek kicks out wide open is Melson. And the miss taken by Badmiss.
Boy, I think Zidek had an open lane to the basket. I mean, on second thought, he probably should have just went in and attempted the layup. Instead, kicked it to the free throw line.
6-point lead. Gardner Webb in no hurry here. Under 2 minutes to go. Stieber drives against Zidek. He'll kick it into the lane. Taken by Melson. The turnover. Bonham from 3. Got
it! If Trey Bonham would have missed that 3, Honor Huff would have never let him hear the end of it.
Trey Bonham has got 12, and it's a 3-point game again as we approach 1 minute left.
Honor Huff was standing open on the 3-point line and yelling for the basketball.
Chattanooga trying to come back from 17 down, and Trey Bonham, just his second game in a Chattanooga uniform, the 2-time transfer with the 3 ball.
It has been ugly at times, but both of these teams have had their moments to where they have controlled this basketball game. And
after a 2 of 14 start from 3 in the first half, Will, Chattanooga's hit 7 out of 13 from deep in the second half.
That's what teams that are proficient with a 3-ball can do, right? On any given night, you can beat anybody. And transversely, on any given night, you can go cold and lose. So works both ways.
By the way, Gardner Webb, they've hit 7 out of 13 in the second half from 3 too. So
got to give that bunch a lot of credit. I've been really impressed with how they've come in here. That not a lot has gone great for them this year against a really tough schedule, but I think what you're seeing here tonight on the road in front of a good crowd is this is a team that's been tested all year long. It gets great competition, and this is what great competition does to you.
And this is a very good program at Gardner Webb. They've won 10 or more conference games in the Big South, 10 out of the last 11 seasons. Of course, their former coach, Chris Holtman, now at Ohio State, did a tremendous job there. And Tim Kraft has picked right up. A 3-point game, running Bulldogs with a lead. Under a minute left. Samaro He's got 17. Guarded by Bonham, and Bonham with the steal. Trey Bonham comes up with the basketball, and they'll call the jump ball. Possession arrow favoring Gardner Webb.
Was there a tie-up at the end of this play? Great defensive pressure from Trey Bonham. He goes to the floor, and the ball is never tied up.
They will stay with the alternate possession call.
There was never shared possession on that. Trey Bonham was the sole possessor of the basketball. Where is the shared possession?
Well, and the officials they're over at the scorers table now. And they are taking a look at the shot clock now.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do on that call. There's nothing to review. I mean, the call was jump ball. There's no going back on that.
46 seconds left. And on the alternate possession, Gardner Webb will get control. The running Bulldogs have been scoreless for the last minute and 37 seconds. Chattanooga will try to hold them scoreless for one more possession. The officials continue to take a look over at the scores table. They're going to hold up both teams. And both head coaches will take the opportunity to chat a little while longer.
Yeah, possession arrow was to Gardner Webb, so they would get the basketball unless something crazy happens. I just don't see any way that Chattanooga can come out of this with possession.
And there you see the leading scorers for the running Bulldogs. Julian Samaro, the junior, had a career-high 27 against Weber State last month. He's poured in 17 tonight. 3 more than his 14-point-per-game average. Lucas Stieber been kind of quiet tonight, Will, but then you look up and Stieber's poured in 11.
So the shot clock was improperly reset, so that's why it's at 8 now, 47-4.
So we get the explanation that the shot clock should have never been reset, so they're just going to change that to 8 seconds. It's going to be Gardner Webb's possession.
Stieber will inbound it. And here's Nicholas. Stieber over Zidek. Short, rebounded by Bonham. Chattanooga needs a 3 to tie it.
No timeouts for Chattanooga.
Zidek to the rim. It's a 1-point game, 64-63. Under 30 to play. And Chattanooga will have to foul. And they'll call the tie-up, and the jump ball possession arrow goes in favor of Chattanooga.
Well, Gardner Webb had the possession arrow last time, correct? So this should be Chattanooga.
It is.
They fixed it.
It's Chattanooga
They
ball.
changed it. The possession arrow was pointed the wrong way. I was about to say, we've seen Dan Earl heated tonight. We're about to see him super heated.
He might hug that official now. Here's Bonham. 15 seconds remaining. Zidek. Brady from the corner. Got it! Tyler Millen from the corner. Nicholas. Robinson drops it in with a second left.
What a drive to tie the bat. What a series of plays. Tyler Millen just stone cold nails a corner 3. And then Nicholas, who was one of the individuals that came into this basketball game averaging double figures, just with an absolute must-have layup to tie the basketball game.
66-66 with a second left.
And Gardner Webb got the timeout there. Remember, Chattanooga has none.
Well, you go back to the last time these two teams played in this building, the first ever meeting between Chattanooga and Gardner Webb was November the 27th of 2011. That game went into overtime, and Chattanooga was able to come away with a 76-74 win. Check that. It was Gardner Webb that won it that day, 76-74.
If you're thinking overtime, both of these teams have played one overtime contest. Chattanooga and Evansville played in overtime. They lost that contest, and Gardner Webb had the overtime affair on November 19th against Yale. They also lost that game.
All tied up at 66.
So you're going to have some kind of a ball screen close to the inbound, and then you'll have a streaker, maybe one, maybe two, that they'll try to get this ball to. 1.3, you have time to catch and shoot.
Millen to inbound it. He'll have 6'10" Isaiah Richards with jumping jacks in front of him. The inbounds to Bonham from half court. Got it!
Wow! Unbelievable! This building has seen a ton of great basketball moments. That one goes in it. Unbelievable. And they're going to look at this, Chris, just to make sure he got that out on time, but on replay, it looked like it was good.
Trey Bonham with a game winner, potential game winner for Chattanooga.
Let's take a look at this and see. Yeah, that ball's out. That's ball game. Chattanooga's going to win this ball game.
Trey Bonham allowed to play thanks to a court injunction on December the 15th. The federal courts in West Virginia that allowed two-time transfers to play.
Chattanooga may write a thank you letter to the West Virginia courts. Unbelievable, Chris. What a great job. Trey Bonham, so aware on the catch. He knows he has time for one dribble. That got him to half court, and that's the second banker in the game for Trey Bonham.
Chattanooga wins. An unbelievable comeback for Chattanooga. UTC led only 44 seconds in this game. They trailed by 17 in the first half, and they come back to win it 69-66.
In a career game for Jan Zidek, where he has 27 points, Trey Bonham steals the headline with the game winner. Bonham ends with 15.
So for Will Poindexter, I'm Chris Goforth saying so long from McKenzie Arena, where Chattanooga wins it on a last-second shot from half court, 69-66. Hello, Sports Center. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and are archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
Rated T.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available now.
PlayStation.
With Fidelity Active ETFs, the potential is in the name. Active. Active pursues opportunities, explores possibilities, and adapts to shifting markets. Take a more active approach with Fidelity Active ETFs.
Last holiday season,
Kia helped St. Jude Children's Research Hospital by bringing joy to their patients. We took the kids on a magical ride to the North Pole without even leaving the hospital. And this year, we're continuing our tradition of helping by making a donation for every eligible new Kia vehicle purchased or leased during the winter holiday season. Join us and help celebrate Kia's season of giving back. Kia, movement that inspires.
Okay, get this right, and you get my free ticket to tonight's game. Who is my all-time favorite receiver?
Oh, Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes, Larry Fitzgerald.
Hey, I heard you got an extra ticket to the game tonight. I would love to go.
Yeah, sure. It's all yours, Larry.
Thanks, Billy. I'll meet you out front. What?
Yeah, okay, it's Bob, but okay. Yeah.
You doesn't know your name, dude.
I guess I'm Bill now.
With Vivid Seats, when you buy 10 tickets, you can get your 11th free.
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon and continues all day on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.